All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Mass Wolves basketball? I know I am. Getting set here in Pembroke, Massachusetts, here at the Wolves Den, the second home of the Wolves. Of course, the first one being the Andre McCoy Recreation Center in New Bedford. They will switch venues during the season. We'll have the updated schedule for you after the first or second quarter. Maybe during halftime, we can get you that updated schedule. We'll let you know when we're playing at the Wolves Den and when we will be playing at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center. A little time stoppage here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Wolves basketball? I know I am, so here we go. Tip-off. We're underway here from Pembroke, Massachusetts, here at the Wolves Den, and the pass goes to number 23. We'll get you in a minute. Mass Wolves playing their second home game in franchise history. They're taking on the New Hampshire Kings, a rebrand of the New Hampshire Rocks. That 3 from number 4. That is Ryan Gauter is no good. Here comes Jules Tavares with the ball for the Wolves. Back out to Corey Green for 3, and he can't get it to go. Rebounded. Here come the Kings again. Again, the Wolves playing their second home game. The first one was at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center. This shot here, in and out. That's number 11, Mo Brighton. Can't get that one to go. Here's Darren Fernandez here for the Wolves. Wolves will alternate home venues during the 2022-23 season. Kyle Carlson inside of a turnover, still here for the Wolves, and now taken away by Green, Corey Green. Make a difference. Carlson inside and a foul. Can't get the basket to go, but he is called for the foul. The turnover for number 23 is Nate Hale. A little funny story about that coming up later in the broadcast. Nate Hale gets the steal. But the Wolves take it right back, and then Carlson called for the foul, so he'll take 2 free short shots. Foul shots. And the first one he misses, he can't get it to go. So as I was saying, this is the Wolves Den Sports Complex in Pembroke, Massachusetts. One of 2 home venues the Wolves call home. The other one, obviously, the Andre McCoy Recreation Center in New Bedford. Be back there next week, December 11th, as we take on the Bennington Martins in our first of 2 back-to-back games against Bennington. One on the 18th will be in Bennington, Vermont. Outside for the Kings. 3 ball. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Fernandez, wearing number 13 today for the Wolves. You go Savon Houston, number 32. This one goes out to Tavares. Tavares inside to Houston. To Savon Houston. Out to Green. Inside to Houston. Houston can't get that one to go. Gets his own rebound, though. Out to Carlson. Out to Tavares for 3. Can't get that to go either. And here come the Kings now on the rebound. Still scoreless here. 10-16 left for the first quarter, and the ball goes out of bounds. The score actually reads 2-2. I guess that's the score now. Score 2-2. I didn't see a big shot, but here's a layup blocked. Blocked by Houston, but a foul is called. So let's see who comes to the line for the Kings. Looks like number 12 is coming to the line for the Kings. Number 12 is Khalif Jackson. There, bottom of your screen to see Aaron Williams talking to Darren Fernandez. So it's number 12, Khalif Jackson. First shot is up and good. So Kings lead 3-2. 10-12 left here in the first quarter. Second shot up. And can't get it to go. So 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Khalif Jackson. Here come the Wolves now down by... Now the score is 3-1, so there you go. We have a score update there. 3-1 is your score. Not sure where the 1 came from. Side to Fernandez. Fernandez loses it. Picked up by Houston. Houston gets it out to Green. Excuse me. And a turnover. Rebound is blocked. What a block there by Corey Green. Wow. And a foul. But Corey Green coming out of nowhere after losing the ball gets the turnover. I guess the block, excuse me, not the turnover. And here come the Wolves after that play there by Corey Green. Fernandez foul. Offensive foul. He pushed off. Ball go back over to New Hampshire. Kings, again, the rebrand of the New Hampshire Rockets, who played a couple years ago. A deep 3. No good. Rebounded by Houston. Here come the Wolves. Green. Back out to Houston. And these games being played at the Wolves Den Sports Complex in Pembroke, Massachusetts. I have a few games here during the second half of the 2022-23 season for the Wolves. Tavares for 3, no good. Another team doing well shooting the ball here today. Outside, almost lost it there. Back inside to Jackson. Jackson can't get it to go. Gets his rebound. This shot is good. Nice shot there for Kareem Jackson. Karif Jackson, excuse me. Karif. And the score should read 4-0. We'll get you confirmation at halftime. Because the scoreboard behind me says 5-1, but it should be 4-0 in favor of the Kings. Back up to Green now. Green. Fernandez to Carlson. Taylor Carlson has emerged as the top player, and that's going to be a shot clock violation on the Wolves. So things just not looking well for the Wolves here. Start off this one. Still are searching, by the way, for that first win of the year. 0-3. They did lose 2 weeks ago to the Mass Wave, but that was a non-ABA game. Does not count toward the standings. So they are 0-3 by losing 4 games. It's from outside. Now going inside. A layup, no good. Rebounded by Houston. Here comes Fernandez with the ball. Going inside. Spinning away. Layup and a foul. Looks like it may be a shooting foul. And there's a foul on number 4, Ryan Gauthier. 8:17 left first quarter. Should be 4-0 in favor of the Kings. 4-0. Gary Fernandez looking to get the Wolves on the board first here in Pembroke. And first shot gets it to go. So there you go. The first points of the game belong to Darian Fernandez for the Wolves. 4-1 is your score now. And second shot, in and out, no good. 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Darian Fernandez. Here come the Kings now. Number 12, there's Jackson. Jackson inside. Carlson try to get a steal. Outside number 14. For 3, no good. Rebounded by the Wolves. And Fernandez stepped out. Houston stepped out of bounds, excuse me. Dimitri Flores shot that 3-point shot, could not get it to go. And then Houston stepped out of bounds. 3 ball. No good, and we still have yet to see a successful 3, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Wolves ball. 4-1, still your score. Neither team doing very well here in the first quarter when it comes to shooting the ball. Almost halfway through the first quarter. Tavares out to Green for 3. No good, and again, the 3-point play is just off here early on for both sides. And here is going inside Flores, and he'll get fouled. Richard Flores is fouled against Fernandez. So he will shoot 2, score again. So we are now at 7:31 left here in the first quarter. Still a 4-1 game. First shot for Flores, bounces off the rim, no good. Kings based out of Manchester, New Hampshire. I'm sure many of you are very familiar with that town. I know I am. Went to a concert there back in May. And now the rebound, Jackson, 3, no good. Rebounded by Houston. Out to Fernandez. And here he comes in transition. Almost loses it there. Back out to Tavares. Tavares to Green. Green inside to Houston. Houston at the lane. That shot is blocked, and a shooting foul is called on the Kings. They're going to call a shooting foul, and so it looks like Savon Houston will come to the line for 2 shots. It's 4-1, 7:14 left first quarter. Wolves Den Sports Complex here in almost in Manchester, New Hampshire. We are here in Pembroke, Massachusetts. First shot by Houston, no good. No Aaron Struthers here today. He is coaching his college team. So he cannot join the team here for the first game at the Wolves Den. Second shot is good. Makes the score 4-2 in favor of the New Hampshire Kings. And now coming inside, and a layup is good. What a great job there by number 4. And there's Gauthier again, Ryan Gauthier with the 2, and it is 6-3. Inside to Houston. Houston out to Fernandez, who gets up to Carlson. Carlson for 3. What else is new? Taylor Carlson making a three. He has emerged as, again, the team's top player. And it makes it a 6-5 game. Shot no good. Rebound, and here comes Tavares looking to give the Wolves their first lead. And the ball is tipped. Carlson. And let's see. Ball goes out of bounds on the King. So it remains with the Wolves. Tavares will inbound. Out to Green. Green going into the lane. Throws it out there to Fernandez for three. Oh, just missed. Rebounded by Houston, and it's good. And a foul. Foul is called on Jackson. So the Wolves now hold a 6-5 lead, and they'll look to make it a three-point play here, as Houston will come to the line. And now we have substitutions. Taylor Carlson comes out, as well as Julius Tavares. Dante Law stepping in for the first time today. We talked to Law pregame. You see it on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Law says he'll be looking to step up with Aaron Stroud, who's not playing today, and the foul shot no good. So it remains 6-5. Or 7-6, excuse me. Again, we had confirmation on the score because it was a little rocky to start. We had a 2-2 game to start. Scoreboard reads 8-7. But it should be about 6-5, yes. Wolves have their first lead here with check the scoreboard, about 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. There's a three for Green. Can't get it to go. We've had one three-pointer successfully made here in the first quarter. We're at the 6-minute mark, so we're officially halfway through the first quarter already. 6-5 should be your score. We'll get you confirmation at the end of the quarter. Go down and check out the scoreboard, see if we got that correct. Now outside to Flores, and that's a three ball. Bang, bang, bang. Number 6 with the three. That is Donnell White. First time we're calling his name. Well, and Anthony Parker now in there. Law for three. Can't get it to go. Law is great inside. Getting into the paint, not too much at the three-point play. Anthony Parker again now in for the Wolves. Here's another three. Can't get it to go. White couldn't get that one to go. Here's another three. Can't get that one to go. And again, the three-point game is just not working for either side here today. Inside to Houston. Houston to the basket. No basket. Offensive foul. Or it looks like it's actually called on number 50. Might have been number 5. Terrion Webster. There's no 50 here for the Kings. There's number 5, Terrion Webster. Houston to the basket again, and this one he gets to go. So we are now tied at 10, according to the scoreboard. Should be tied at 8. Well, again, we'll get confirmation after the quarter. And that shot, no good. It looks like he got hit in the mouth. He's calling for the foul. We get back to the action. Trevor Bazemore, excuse me. And ball goes out of bounds on the Kings. That's what the call is. Ball goes out of bounds on the Kings. Now here comes Aaron Williams coming in on your screen. He'll jump in. He'll come in for the Wolves. Law inbounds it inside. There's Bazemore. Bazemore circling around these defenders for giving it out to Law. Law out to Green. Green going inside to the basket and can't get it to go. Rebound by Williams, who is able to get it to go. Wolves with the 2-point lead, 10-8 now, with 4.5 left in the first quarter. And ooh, that was close. Anthony Parker almost came up with a turnover. One of the guys for the Kings, as this a three, is no good. One of the guys for the Kings slammed into the ground. I'm sorry, he's all right. And that ball out to Bazemore for three. Bang! And a timeout by New Hampshire. Wolves with a 5-point lead. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. All right, so I stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen. So the score is actually 15-10 is the correct score. Refs awarded 2 points for each side. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's what they're doing. By the way, while we were at commercial break, quote-unquote commercial break, Ryan Gauthier was called. He was yelled at by a ref. I guess he tried to tell the ref what to do, and the rebound, the layup here by number 5. There's Wester. The layup is good. Weird. It's 15-12. Dante Law with a dunk. Ryan Gauthier was warned not to tell the ref what to do. Said if You do that again, you will get a technical. This one. The 3-point, 17-12 now your score, by the way. We are 3:35 left first quarter, so we have the correct score now. Down to one and gets it off and gets it to go. Great job there by Tarian Wester getting the points before the shot clock goes off. Williams out to Parker. Parker coming inside. Layup, can't get it to go. That was just a bad shot by Parker. And spinning away is number 4, getting to the basket, and he's going to be called for a foul. There is Gauthier again. Gauthier was one yelled at by the refs when we paused for a break. The ref said, if I wanted to put on that jersey, I would. One thing you're not going to tell me to do is tell me how to do my job. But anyway, enough of that. Back to the action. 17-14, 3 minutes left here first quarter. Wolves on top of the New Hampshire Kings, playing their first game of the season. And a foul. Corey Green called for the foul here. So Ryan Gauthier again has already gotten a warning. If he tells the ref what to do one more time, he's going to get a technical foul. And again, of course, two techs lead to an ejection. Gauthier, that's a 3. Getting in and out. Not a great shot there for White. Gauthier for 3, bang! Gets it to go, and we are tied at 17. Parker, the law for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound, and here come the Kings, who are on a 5-0 run as of right now, and a turnover and a foul. Bazemore looks like he's not happy with the call. The call does go against him. We are tied at 17 with 2:37 left here in the first quarter. Mass Wolves and the New Hampshire Kings. 3 ball. Oh, no good. Off his back foot. Looks like number 17. We don't have number 17. It might be 14. That might be Yordi Tavares. And a layup here for the Wolves is good. So they have the lead back. 19-13, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here first quarter. Outside to Gauthier. Deep 3. And the Kings take the lead. 20-19 at the 2-minute mark in the first. That's the first 3 made. That's the second 3 made here by the Kings here tonight. That 3 by Bazemore, no good. Here comes Gauthier. 3. And a foul. Looks like it's on Williams. And Williams trying to question the call for the ref. The same ref that yelled at Ryan Gauthier for trying to tell him how to do his job. So Gauthier will shoot 2 free throws. Kings lead 20-19, 1:47 left here in the first quarter. We are at the Wolves Den Sports Complex in Pembroke, Massachusetts. One of the 2 home venues for the Mass Wolves. We'll be back here for 2023. Stay tuned for updates on when we will be playing here and when we will be playing at the Andrew McCoy Recreation Center as Anthony Parker steps out. Savon Houston coming back in for the Wolves. And no good. Rebounded by Williams. Williams out to Bazemore. Bazemore going inside of the basket. Layup. Can't get it to go, but a rebound is good by Williams. So the Wolves take the lead right back 21-20, I believe. Let me check. Shot no good. Houston almost lost it there. Williams gets it back. At the Bazemore. At the Green for 3. Can't get it to go. And Law gets it. I got Houston at the Green. Great passing here for the Wolves. As Aaron Williams goes inside to the basket. Gets it to go. What a shot there by Aaron Williams. Wow. Wolves lead by 3 in the final minute here in the first quarter. 23-20 is now your score. So we have reached the final minute here in the first quarter. Gauthier. Inside. Layup. Oh, good. And there's White. Here come the Wolves, and Green gets it to go. 5-point game once again. 25-20. Have to go out there. And then let's see if they want to go for the final shot here in the first quarter. Might what they do here. Shot off. Can't get it to go. Rebounded. There's about 25 seconds left, so still plenty of time here for either team. Go for the shot. Law out to Bazemore. Bazemore thought about a three and then got defended. So that wasn't happening. Outside to Williams. 25-20 your score. We are in 10 seconds left. Inside and turnover and saved by the Kings. What a nice save there for Donnell White. Go to three at the buzzer. No good. Oh. Would have been a buzzer beater, our first of the year, but it's no good. End of the first quarter. The Wolves lead at 25-20. We'll be right back for the second quarter. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Start of the second quarter. The Wolves lead 25-20 over the New Hampshire Kings, and Bazemore loses it here. And then Kurt Jackson can't get to the ball. Both teams struggled from the three-point line to start this game. They have picked up a little bit. Taylor Carlson has a three. But Ryan Gauthier also has a three of his own. He gave the Kings a 2019 lead as a 6-0 run here for the Wolves, excuse me. It's been back and forth for the most part. A couple runs by each team. The Kings went on a 5-0 run. This layup, no good. Foul. Kings went on a 5-0 run at one point, and then Wolves now currently obviously on a 6-0 run. There was a three-pointer buzzer beater for the Kings, but it was waved off because the ball was still in the hand of the man that shot the ball. Didn't exactly get a name. I'll have to look back at that. And so the first foul shot for Xavon Houston gets to go, 26-20. Second shot, also good. So it's a 7-0 run here for the Wolves. 27-20. Ooh! And a block there on Jackson. Hey, Houston is called for the foul. First shot for Jackson, up and good. So now score now is 27-22 in favor, 27-21, excuse me, in favor of the Wolves. And the second shot, no good, rebounded by Houston, so it goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And a dunk there by Law, his second dunk of the game. 27-21 is your score. Wolves lead the New Hampshire Kings. 28-21, excuse me. We have a little screw up at the scoreboard here. Inside to Jackson. Jackson gets it to go. And a foul. So the foul is on number 5 for the Kings. That is Terrion Wester. So it looks like it was an offensive foul. They gave him the point anyway, 28-23. 10:54 left first half. And Adam Blake off camera arguing the call with the referee here. Now he comes in on the screen. Some discussion here. Wolves playing their first game here at the Wolvesden in Pembroke, Massachusetts. Next week we'll be back at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center in New Bedford as they take on the Bennington Martins for a back-to-back. December 11th in New Bedford, December 18th in Bennington, Vermont. So we're actually going to go back here to the camera. So it was 10:53 left here first half. Score reads 28-23. And, ooh, nice play there by Houston getting it in and laying it up. What a play there for Xavon Houston. Incredible. And a turnover. Bazemore inside. Layup good. And the Wolves are starting to break away from the Kings here now. It is a 9-point game, 32-23. 33-23. Three ball. No good. Gauthier outside, and another 3 here. That one is good. And that looks like, I can't see the number. Looks like number 3, Dimitri Flores. But let's see. Get to a confirmation in a moment. As Bazemore. Number 23, excuse me. We don't have 23 on our roster. So can't give credit to whoever made that 3. Here's Gauthier inside, though. And to the basket. Layup is good. What a comeback here for the Kings. It is now just a 4-point game. It's 32-28, so I was right the first time. 32-23. Now it's a 5-0 run here for the Kings. And a 3 for Houston. That one's no good. Rebounded. Here come the Kings again, looking to tighten that gap. They're down by 4 here. And shot by number 23 is good. What a shot there. It is just a 2-point game. Big comeback here for the Kings. Law inside to Houston. His shot, no good. A rebound. Here come the Wolves. Number 4, again, Gauthier has the ball and a foul. 32-30 is your current score. 9:02 left here in the first quarter. And a big run here for the Kings. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. 9:02 left here first half. It is 32-30 in favor of the Mass Wolves over the New Hampshire Kings. Stephen R. broadcasting this game for the Mass Wolves here at the Wolfden Sports Complex. And that shot is blocked by Savon Houston. That's how you play defense. Of course, the ball remains with the Kings. The shot went out on Houston. Outside, number 12, there's Jackson. Jackson for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Green. Corey Green has the ball for the Wolves. Pass inside to Houston. Passes it out of bounds. Going for Bazemore. Can't get it to him. Ball goes back over to the Kings. 8:33 left here in the first half. It is 32-30 remains your score. Kings playing their first game here this season. A rebrand of the New Hampshire Rockets out of Manchester, New Hampshire. Wolves searching for their first win in the ABA. They're 0-3 after a 3-game road trip to start the season. And then, of course, 2 weeks ago, a loss in a non-league game to the Mass Wave, 102-99. Layup there by Jackson, no good. Gets the rebound. And what a job by Jackson getting it in there. Wow. And we are tied at 32. 3 ball. Can't get it to go for Law. And Bazemore gets the rebound. Inside to Houston. Houston to the basket. And it's good. The Wolves take the lead right back. So now 34-32, 7:53 left first half. Went outside to Gauthier. But they're going spinning away. He almost loses it. This is actually Gauthier here. And that 3 ball is good. Second 3 for Ryan Gauthier. And it is a 1-point game in favor of the Kings. With 7.5 left in the first half. Fernandez. Out to Houston. Houston to Bazemore. Bazemore has an open space here for a 3. Doesn't decide not to take it. Backing it up here. You can be careful. We'll get a backcourt violation. Going now inside to the basket. And no good. Rebounded. Here's number 3. Layup. And no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson loses it. Fernandez being aggressive here with the ball to Law. Law ducks it in. Wolves now retake the lead. We are going back and forth here in the second quarter. 36-35 is your score. Number 3, Dimitri Flores. I want to apologize for that mistake. Should not be making mistakes like that. Gauthier, another 3. This one airballed. And here comes Fernandez trying to save it from going out of bounds. He does. Takes it outside to Bazemore. Bazemore for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Kings. Here comes Flores with the ball. Flores cutting outside. Covered by Law. Side to Gauthier. Gauthier, another 3. Gets it to go. Ryan Gauthier has taken over here for the Kings. He is doing a great job, and it is a 2-point game, 38-36, in favor of New Hampshire. Tavares, this is 3. Can't get it to go. I'm sorry, that was shot by number 6, was Donnell White, who made that 3. And here comes Houston. Law in transition. Ooh! Timeout, New Hampshire. We are tied at 38, 5:45 left here in the first half. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Matt's Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. 38 all, 5:45 left here in the first half. New Hampshire Kings and the Mass Wolves. 3 ball, no good. Stephen Hart broadcasting this game for the Mass Wolves here at the Wolves Den Sports Complex in Pembroke, Massachusetts. Wolves looking for their first win here in the ABA. They're 0-3. Law, 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Houston. Houston to the basket, and his shot's no good too. Here comes Jackson in transition to the basket. Layup good. And the Kings take the lead, 40-38. 5:16. It looks like there might be a foul call too, so they have a chance, and there is a foul. Chance for a 3-point play for Kareem Jackson. And a whistle. .5:16 left here, first half, 40-38. Mass Wolves in another tight game here. Last week, of course, 2 weeks ago, of course, we saw that game. They were up by 11 at one point. Mass Wolves came back to tie the game at 50 at halftime, and then they went on a 9-0 run, scoring back-to-back threes to start the second half. Wolves made it a 3-point game in the final minute, but the Wave hung on. From a 102-99 victory. Again, that game did not count toward the ABA standings. So the Wolves did not fall to 0-4 despite losing 4 games. They are still 0-3. Could fall to 0-4 here if they don't get a win here today against the Kings, who are playing their first game this season. And second shot by Jackson gets to go. So he gets both free throws. 42-38 now your score. Favor of New Hampshire, and Tavares going outside to Fernandez. Outside, great passing all around here. The Wolves Law going inside, back out to Green for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound by the Kings. There's Flores to the basket, and a foul. Fernandez called for the foul. He doesn't like the call. But Flores is going to shoot 2. 42-38. 4:52 left here first half. The Kings have taken over thus far in the second quarter. Wolves went on a 6-0 run at the end of the first quarter. It took a 6-point lead into the second quarter. Kings are keeping it close, though. They now lead by 5, their biggest lead of the day. 43-38. Still 4:52 left first half. Second shot, Flores gets to go. 6-point lead for the Kings. And a 6-0 run since the last time out. Tavares, deep 3. Oh, no good. Rebounded by Jackson, who loses it out of bounds. And they'll say it's out on Jackson. So it goes back over to the Wolves. Substitutions, Fernandez comes out, as does Corey Green, and in comes Anthony Parker. And a turnover here. Savon Houston loses it. Jackson inside. Layup is good. It's an 8-0 run here for the Kings, taking over the second quarter. Shot by Tavares, no good. Rebounded here by the Kings, and they're just taking over here. 8-0 run. Got there inside, outside, and out of bounds. 46-38, 4:12 left first half. It's an 8-0 run for the New Hampshire Kings. Head coach Adam Blake is yet to call a timeout. Talk to his guys again. To Law. Law to Parker. Parker back to Law. Law for three. Law much better into paint. Can't get the three to go there. Here comes Gauthier with the ball for the Kings. Outside. Three ball. Off the mark. Rebounded by Law. Gets, then they'll say lost it out of bounds. The ball go back over to the Kings. Substitutions now. Green comes back in. Actually, it looks like a timeout was called. So we'll take a timeout. What? 3:36 left here, first half. 46-38. Kings lead the Wolves. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Kings on an 8-0 run. It is 46-38. This ball goes out to Flores. Flores going inside. Layup is good. And now a 10-0 run. Kings all over the Wolves right now. It is a 10-point game. We were tied at 38 at one point, and the ball goes out of bounds on Tavares. Kings continuing to dominate. The Wolves continuing to just struggle at this point. Here in the second quarter, look to pick it up. The game progresses. Another three. Bang! A 13-0 run by the Kings. What a second quarter for New Hampshire. Carlson back in there now. Finally, I haven't seen him in a while. Houston Tavares out to Parker. Parker for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded. And the King, again, the Wolves are continuing to struggle here. And a foul on the Wolves. So, again, the struggles just continue. It's a 13-point game. 51-38. 2:40 left here in the first half. Now Dimitri Flores will shoot two foul shots. First one is up and no good. Well, searching for that first win here in 2022. And first one in franchise history, nonetheless. So far, not so good here, and that's a free throw for Ryan Gauthier. 14-0 run. Outside, Aaron Williams. Back out to Tavares. Tavares. Back out to Williams. Williams. Shot. Knocks it down. That is a 2-point shot for Aaron Williams. And finally, the streak ends at 14 points for the Kings. Outside. Gauthier for three. No good. Rebounded by Houston. Coming back in for the Wolves. Up to Carlson. Carlson, the guy that we keep talking about here, he's the one that needs to step up. I know Dante Law said he was the one looking to step up. He did our pregame interview. Tavares for three. Can't get it to go. Minute and a half left first half. 52-40, and now inside. Flores to the basket, outside to Gauthier. Gauthier going inside. He'll pass it to number 5. Get a new moment. Shot up, no good. Rebounded, and that's number 5. There's Wester. Here come the Wolves, down by 12. 58-40. Layup there is good for Aaron Williams. Make it a 10-point game. Flores inside, can't get it to go. Here come the Wolves. Williams, gives it away. Gauthier was there, and the layup by Flores is good. And it looked like for a second there, the Wolves had some momentum going to the end of the half. And then that steal by Gauthier gives the momentum right back to the Kings. Side to Houston. Houston, layup is good. 38 seconds left first half. Coach Adam Blake calling for a foul off camera. Not going to get it. 30 seconds left first half. to 10-point game. 54-44. Gauthier. What did they call a reach in there? They might have called a reach in foul on Houston. And they do. Substitutions now. Final 18 seconds, first half, 54-44. The New Hampshire Kings lead the Mass Wolves. Jackson outside, 3 ball. No good. And that is the end of the first half. The New Hampshire Kings lead the Mass Wolves 54-44. We'll be right back for our halftime report. Watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Welcome you back inside the broadcast with everybody. I'm Stephen Erda. The Wolves find themselves down by 10, 54-44 against the New Hampshire Kings, who went on a 14-0 run in that second quarter after the Wolves ended the first quarter on a 6-0 run. Neither team's doing too well from the three-point line, but the Wolves are really struggling all over the floor, including Dante Lowe, who usually does well in the paint. He is shooting threes and just not making them. Meanwhile, the turnovers are also killing the Wolves, so they look to clean things up here in the second half as they currently trail 54-44 and still searching for that first win of the season. Second half coming up right now. Start of the second half here from the Wolves Den Sports Complex in Pembroke, Massachusetts. The Mass Wolves trail the New Hampshire Kings 54-44. Welcome you back to the broadcast, everybody. Stephen Herr broadcasting this game for the Wolves, who are searching for their first win in the ABA in franchise history. They're currently 0-3. And shot here by Steven Houston is no good. Rebounded by Kareem Jackson. Taken back by the Wolves. Law inside Houston. Back out to Green. Corey Green to Trayvon Bazemore. Aaron Williams now. Good look at a 3 and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Houston. Basket blocked. Nice shot there blocked there. But a rebound by Bazemore gets it to go. 54-46 now as we start the second half. We have an updated schedule for you, by the way. January 8th, 2023, when we return from everybody returns from the New York. 3-pointer there for number 23. Gets it to go. 11-point game. Biggest lead for the Kings. The Bridgeport Kings come to town. They'll be here at the Wolves Den on January 8th. And then again, the second game here at Wolves Den 2023 will be against these same Kings on January 29th. Both games at 3 p.m. Join us then. Every other home game you see on our schedule will be at the Audrey McCoy Recreation Center. 3-point for Law. Gets it to go. Great job there by Dante Law. And it is an 8-point game once again. Jackson. 3 of his own. Can't get it to go. Rebounded. And a blocked shot there by Bazemore. Here comes Williams. Alley-oop to Law. And a layup is good. Great job there by Aaron Williams connecting with Dante Law. It is a 6-point game. The Wolves are closing in on that gap. Inside Flores. His layup is good. Kings went on a 14-0 run at one point at the end of this first half. Blew this game wide open, and they took a 10-point lead into the locker room, and a foul here. Scoring out 59-51. It is an 8-point game, still 9:45 left third quarter. Still very early on in the second half. And the Wolves taking it out. Law. Out to Green. Bring back to Law. Law for 3. Can't get it to go. We talked about it during the halftime report. Law is much better in the paint. He shot a few three-point shots here today. Just hasn't been able to make a Bazemore for 3. He can't get it to go either. And a rebound here comes the Kings. And the shot clock went off, but no, for nothing, pretty much. Gauthier, 3. Oh, that was almost in. And now here comes the Wolves. Here's Williams. And tries to get it to Green. Ball goes out of bounds. Remains with the Wolves. 59-51. With 9:07 left here in the third quarter. Out to Bazemore. Bazemore out to Tavares. Tavares out to Williams. Williams. Back out to Tavares. Tavares looking to make a three. Decided not to. Back out to base. Brightmore going inside. Shot up in. No good. Rebounded by Williams. Gets out to Tavares. Tavares for three. Falling down. Can't get it to go. Look, it might have been. I thought it was blocked for a second, but I don't think it actually was blocked. Jackson inside. Gets it to go. Tavares tried going for the block. He could not get it to go. Here comes Law for the Wolves. And Law to the basket. Can't get it to go. And a foul on Yordi Tavares was called for the foul. So Law will shoot 2 free throws. Once again, all those home games are, I can't think of the word. They play at 2 different home venues. Here at the Wolves Den, they'll play on January 8th when we return from our holiday vacation against the Bridgeport Kings out of Connecticut. And January 29th, 3 weeks after, the same New Hampshire Kings come back to town to take on the Wolves. Every other home game for the remainder of the season. We'll be at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center in New Bedford. Flores. That shot looked like it might have been blocked. Williams to Law for the dunk. He gets it to go. 7-point game, 61-54 in favor of New Hampshire. And Williams called for the foul. Courier stepped out of bounds, but Williams, they say Williams looks like he pushed him out or something. And a turnover here for the Kings. Gets it back, Bazemore. Law for 3. No good. Rebound. Comes Courier inside, and he gives it up and a foul. Ball remains with the Kings. And Wolves get it back. Tavares to Williams. He can't make the layup. Rebounded by the King. Wow, what was that? 3 ball. No good. Falling down is that looks like Donnell White. Falling down, could not get the 3 to go. But actually, excuse me, that is number 3, Dimitri Flores. 61-54, still your score with 7:52 left here in the third. Flores will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good. Next home game for the Wolves is December 11th, next Sunday, at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center as they take on the Bennington Martins in a back-to-back. Next week in New Bedford, December 18th, Wolves travel up to Bennington, Vermont for that game. Second shot by Flores is good. And they're saying he gets 1 more, so it looks like 3 foul shots here for Dimitri Flores. Made the first 2 already. 63-54. Can't get the third one to go, so 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 63-54, 7:40 left here in the third quarter. And there's another turnover. Green can't believe it. 3, no good. Corner, another 3. Can't get that to go either, and rebounded by the Wolves. To Law to the basket, dunk! Dante Law doing what he does best. Slamming it down, and you could see the basket is still shaking. That's how aggressive he was. Alley-oop here, and no good. Corey looking to go to Jackson, and he overthrew him. We have substitutions for the Wolves. Down by 8, 63-56, 7:08 left here in the third. And here's Houston. I got to Tavares. Tavares almost lost it there. To Law inside to Houston. Houston to the basket. Layup. No good. And Adam Blake looking for a foul. Not going to get one. 6:49 left here, third quarter. Still 63-56. And a jump shot. Knocks it down. Great job there for number 14. That is Yordi Tavares. So 2 Tavares here today. You have Jules Tavares for the Wolves and Yordi Tavares for the Kings. Inside to Houston, to the basket. Layup. Good. Nice shot there by Savon Houston. Makes it a 5-point game. Or 7-point game again. Tavares made that jump shot for the Kings, make it a 7-point game. Or 9-point game. 3 ball. Off the mark. Taken by Law. Law in transition. Basket layup. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Bazemore. Tavares for 3. That's off the mark. We'll score update in a moment. 65-58. That shot is good. Great shot there, number 31. This first time we're calling Johnny Dombrowski's name here today for the Kings as they extend that lead. 67-58. Parker now in the game. Takes a deep 3 and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Tavares. Turnover. Tavares to Houston. Houston, that shot is... He is being quadruple teamed and he finally loses it. And here comes Flores for the Kings. Outside to Dombrowski. Dombrowski inside. This shot is blocked by Law. Ball goes out of bounds. And now Jackson and Dombrowski will come out. 68-58. 5:04 left here in the third quarter. Kings on top. That's a 3. In and out. Rebounded by Tavares. Parker outside to Bazemore. Back out to Tavares. Out to Houston. Wolves passes it all around. Tavares now coming inside. Shot is good. Wow, what a rebound there by Bazemore. He gets getting the rebound. And inside, shot good for number 5. There's Wester again. Terrion Wester making that shot. They're going back and forth here in the third quarter. Much more competitive than there was in the second quarter, where we saw a 14-0 run by the Kings. Kings still having a slim lead, and 3-pointer for Parker, no good. But the Wolves continue to just not do well from the 3-point line. Struggling a lot. And here's a 3 from the Kings. That one is good. And that looks like Donnell White with the 3. We'll get you a confirmation in a moment. Get you a score change in a moment here as well. You can see there's 2 bearded guys there for the Kings, so a little confusing end. Timeout by the Wolves. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. 73-60. The Kings lead the Mass Wolves. 3:46 left here in the third quarter. Did get confirmation that was Donnell White with the 3. And here's Dante Law with a 3 of his own. The first one he's made here today. Now inside there is Wester. His slip can't get to go. Law now with the rebound. 11-point game. 10-point game, excuse me. Law made a 3. Another 3. Can't get it to go. And he can't get the rebound either. And here's Wester again, all alone, outside to Corrier. And a 3. No good. Rebound by Tavares. And a takeaway. A lot of turnovers here for the Wolves. And that shot up and no good. Rebounded by Law. Number 14 with that shot. There's Yordi Tavares, number 14. Here at the Wolvesden Sports Complex in Pembroke, Massachusetts. 3-ball for Bazemore. Bang! 3-pointer for Tavon Bazemore. (73-66). 2.5 left here, third quarter. And Gauthier's shot is blocked by Tavares. Alley-oop to Law. Boom! That man has a family. Dunk of the year for Dante Law. Oh my goodness. And the Kings take the redemption right back. Oh my God. That man has a family, Dante. And looks like they're calling a jump ball. The coach on here for the Kings is all fired up. And the Kings are making a statement here in their first game in the ABA. But what a dunk there for Dante Law. We got to take a break after that. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Massive Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Still trying to process that Dante Law dunk where he just went right over that guy. 76-68 to 157 left in the third quarter. Of course, the Kings took redemption right back as Western made that three. And now a foul here, so Savon Houston will get a chance to shoot two. First one, up and good. Makes it a 7-point game, but 157 left still remaining in the third. Take a shot, up and good. Man, very interesting game here. What a statement, though. Reball for Gauthier can't get it to go. Statement here by the Kings, though, coming out playing the way they are. First game, playing an actual game together as a team. They've done very well. Parker, three, can't get it to go. And Law with the rebound. Great job there by Dante Law, making it a 4-point game with a minute and a half left here in the third quarter. Oh, wow. Foul there on Parker, who just came charging into Gauthier. 76-72, Kings lead. 1:23 left for third quarter. Jackson. Harif Jackson. I got to Wester. Wester for three again. Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by, let's see who gets it. Nobody. He goes, and we'll go back to the Wolves. Here comes Bazemore. Bazemore was fired up on the sideline. Law, three. Oh, no good. Rebounded. It would have made it a 1-point game. Now we're in the final minute here in the third quarter. Wester, three. Off the mark. Wester rebounded by Jackson. Jackson back at the Wester. Inside to Jackson. Layup. Can't get it to go. And now out to Gauthier. Gauthier going inside. Inside to Jackson. Layup gets it to go. And there's great passing there for the Kings. Can't see how much time's left. Jonathan Burgos is in the way. Shot here by Houston. Gets it to go, though. And a whistle. So 8 seconds left. 76-74. So a Furious comeback here for the Wolves, making it a 2-point game as we're going to head to the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get the lead here. Bazemore for three. Oh, no good. Rebounded, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're in for an exciting finish here once again in Pembroke. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Start of the fourth quarter is 78-74. We had a 76-74 score right before the end of the quarter. They fixed it during the intermission. Oh, what a comeback over the Wolves. Keeping themselves in it despite all these turnovers. And there's another one. I don't want to say I jinxed it, but Anthony Parker loses that one. With the foul on the Wolves, so the ball goes back over to the Kings. Might be in for another exciting finish here in Pembroke, Massachusetts. Had an exciting one last week, 2 weeks ago against the Mass Wave. See how this one turns out. Flores out to Wester. Wester coming inside and making a shot. Can't get it to go, but a foul. And they got a call. Looks like they called a travel on Wester. So it remains a 78-74 game here in the fourth. Three ball for Bazemore. Bang! That's a 1-point game. And inside of Wester almost loses it out of bounds. Coming inside. Back out to Flores for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded. Here come the Wolves looking to take their first lead in quite a while here in this game. Law has it. Law, of course, that huge dunk in the third quarter. That one we'll be talking about. And a foul! The Wolves take their first lead since the second quarter. Savon Houston giving the Wolves a 79-78 lead here early on. That shot, no good, but it is still the Wolves lead by one. They get it back. Tavares to Bazemore. Bazemore and a foul. And then they're going to get it right back to the Kings. Back and forth game here, though. First quarter, 6-0 run by the Wolves. The Kings went on a 14-0 run in the second. There's a three. That one's no good. And the Wolves crept back in. Tavares. Wolves crept back into the third quarter. Law, three. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Houston. Houston to the basket. Layup, no good, but a foul. 79-78. The Wolves have the lead. And Houston's going to shoot two foul shots. First one is good, and it is a 2-point game. Second shot. Gets it to go. 2 for 2 from the three-point free throw line. For Savon Houston, the Wolves lead by 3. 80-78. Oh, no, okay, by 2. $80-78 your score. I thought it was 81-78, but we'll go with what the scoreboard says. First foul shot by Khalif Jackson, no good. 10-12 left here in the game. 80-78. The Wolves lead the Kings. They're being down just about all of the third quarter. And most of the second as well. Second try by Jackson. Rebound and no good. Remember Houston. Houston to Bazemore. Bazemore. Taking his time here. Looking inside to Houston. Houston gives it back. Bazemore's going to take a three. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Wolves get it back. Law to Tavares. Tavares for three. No good. Williams with the rebound. And the Wolves keeping the ball. And now, shot blocked by Wester goes out of bounds. Will remain with the Wolves. Williams to Law to Tavares. Tavares back out to Williams. And inside to Houston. Oh, that's a turnover. Great job there. And that is Flores who gets in there and causes the turnover. Now Gauthier inside for the Kings. Three ball. No good. Rebounded and good. Rebound there by Terrion Wester. We are tied at 80. Bazemore has it for the Wolves. Going inside. Back out to Williams. Broke his ankles. Layup gets it in. Good job there by Aaron Williams. And a foul on Houston. He'll come out. Taylor Carlson. Looks like he was going to step in. And he'll come back out. So that looks like the only substitution there for the Wolves is Savon Houston comes. Oh, there Corey Green comes in for the Wolves. That's a deep three and no good. Rebound by Law. Law said defense and energy was going to be key to get a win here today without Aaron Struthers. You saw that energy when he made that dunk at the end of the third quarter. Oh, and a foul here. Bazemore gets whacked in the face. Almost took a hard fall. Wolves back up by 2. 82-80 now. 8:36 left here in this one. Bazemore will shoot 2. After that hit. First free throw. Bounces off the rim, no good. Be sure to join us next week, December 11th, as we take on the Bennington Martins from the Audrey McCoy Recreation Center in New Bedford. Tickets $10 at the door. And foul. No, actually, we got a timeout. Take it with them. Be right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. 83-80 is your score here with 8:36 left in this game. Both teams held big leads, none bigger than the Kings, who held 2 13-point leads in this one. 3 ball, no good, rebounded. Kings get it back here. It's Gauthier with the ball again. Again, the Kings had 2 13-point leads in this game. The shot, no good, rebounded by Williams. The Wolves now lead by 3, so 2 big comebacks here. Unfortunately, Bazemore lets that one go out of bounds. Back over to the Kings. 8:06 left here in the game. Been a great one. Play of the game, obviously, was Dante Law getting that dunk in the third quarter. Shook the whole bench of the Wolves. It shook me. I mean, you heard my reaction. Had reactions from some of the fans who came up here in the booth at the end of the third quarter. Gauthier inside to Flores, his layup, no good, rebounded, and that's a shot that should have been made by Flores. Williams, his layup is good. 85-80. Wolves up by 5 now. Flores fouled. Foul called on Tavares. 7.5 left in the ballgame. 85-80 is your score. This one outside. And a foul, another foul. So if Tavares fouls Tavares. How do you like that? Oh, that's great. Yordi Tavares fouled by Jules Tavares. No relation, of course. To 23. Inside, 23. Shot. Good. What a shot there for number 23. We'll have a name for him. What else we doing? Nate Hale. Couldn't believe I haven't realized that yet. Nate Hale. Oh, by the way, that funny story I meant to mention. Nate Hale, I assume, was short for Nathan Hale. Nathan Hale is the first elementary school I went to back in 2005 when I moved I lived in Avenel, New Jersey. I moved to Carteret, New Jersey in 2005. Went to Nathan Hale School in 5th grade. That was the only year I went to elementary school in Carteret. Next year, of course, went on to middle school. Shot by Bazemore. He was fouled. First shot can't get to go. It was 85-82 now your score, by the way. 7:20 left in this one. Kings keeping it close despite having 2 13-point leads in this one. Shot up and no good. Here come the Kings. So no free throws there for Bazemore. And a 3 for Hale, no good. Law. The ball now for the Wolves. Inside to Tavares. Tavares to the lane, wide open, and it's good. 7 minutes left. It's 87-82. Favor of the Wolves. Gauthier trying to call for his guy. Call for Hale. Hale covered by Williams. Hale to the basket. Foul. Offensive foul on Nathan Hale. And I just wanted to say that. They listed it as Nate Hale, but I assume it's Nathan Hale. So the Wolves will inbound. Jules Tavares will give it out to Bazemore with 6:41 and counting here in the game. And another whistle. First of 3 home games here at the Wolves Den for the Wolves this season. The next one will be on January 8th. They take on the Bridgeport Kings. Third and final one, January 29th, when they take on these same New Hampshire Kings. So a lot of Kings coming here to the Wolves Den. And a turnover. Flores inside basket and the foul. So a chance for Dimitri Flores to make it a 3-point play and a 2-point game with 6:26 left here in the game. Let's see if he can make the foul shot. He cannot. So it remains a 3-point game, 87-84, 6:56, 6:26. Left in this one, excuse me. Williams losing it. Holds on. Green out to Bazemore. Raise our camera, get away from the other guys there on the bench. Bazemore going inside. Shot, no good, and rebounded by Flores. Here come the Kings. Down by 3. Flores. Hale for the tie. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Green. It looks like he almost went for the wrong basket there. Green, 3. No good. And foul on the Kings. Tell by their reactions, they don't like the call. 5:44 left here. It's still 87-84. Tavares with the ball for the Wolves. Outside to Law. Outside to Parker. Parker for 3. No good. Rebounded by Hale. Nathan Hale. And a turnover here. Stolen by Bazemore. Bazemore to the basket. His shot is blocked, but a foul is called. Western's going to be called for the shooting foul. And Hale, you can see, is visibly upset with the calls going against the Kings here in the 4th. Clock stopped, 5:28 left here in this one. It's still a 3-point game, 87-84. Bazemore will shoot 2. First shot up, and he gets to go. And the shot clock and the game clock got all types of messed up. So now we'll have to reset that before we can continue play. Now they're looking to see what the score was. Oh, 88-84. I guess Bazemore, I must have missed it somehow. Bazemore made one of his free throws. Taking a stoppage here, still trying to get the score. Now they have confirmed it. Now they're looking to put the time up there on the game clock. But 5.5 left. 88-84 is your score. 5:30 left here in this one. Now the game clock has been fixed. We get back to action here. We wind down here on this Sunday afternoon in Pembroke, Massachusetts. Bazemore going for a second free throw. It's good. 2 for 2 from the free throw line, making it a 5-point game with 5.5 left. King, ball goes out of bounds. They go out of bounds on Law, so the Kings will get it back. Jackson takes it from Gauthier. It's back inside to Gauthier from from Tavares. Got there, shot up, and no good. Rebounded by Tavares. Bazemore with the ball and going inside of the basket. Has a lane, throws it up there. No good. Houston with the rebound, but he loses it. And two Kings go out of bounds. So the ball should go back over to the Wolves. 4:50 left in this one. 89-84 still your score. Here at the Wolves Den Sports Complex in Pembroke, Massachusetts. Next week, the Wolves are back home at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center. They take on the Bennington Martins for first of their two back-to-back games against the Martins to close out 2022. Final game of this calendar year will be December 18th in Bennington, Vermont. Refs getting together discussing something, and what, I'm not sure. 4:50 left here in the ball game. 89-84 is your score. And a foul on Tavares. They call 14. So the ball does go back over to the Wolves, like I said. I assumed it should have. And now another stoppage here. One ref goes back to talk to the coach for the Kings. We're back to the action. Law, three. Bang! Three-pointer for Dante Law, making it an 8-point game with 4:40 left in this one. And a layup here for Wilson, gets it to go. Jackson, Sharif Jackson. Now Bazemore has it for the Wolves. Covered by Tavares. Going inside. Trips, loses it. Parker gets the back, gets it. Houston. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Kings, so it goes back over to the Wolves. Two seconds on the shot clock, and good. And again, the shot clock goes off for nothing. And this ball goes out of bounds on Jackson. Now all the momentum has gone the Wolves' way here in the fourth quarter. They lead by 8, 94-86, with 4:12 left. Wolves looking for that first win here in franchise history. Yeah, hang on here to a 9-point lead. There's 4 minutes left. And they'll have it. Houston shot. No good. Rebound here by Anthony Parker, gets it to go. 11-point game, the biggest lead of the day for the Wolves with 3:43 left. Collier for three, can't get it to go. Rebounded by, saved by Bazemore, taken by Tavares, who loses it. And the Kings get the layup. 96-88, 3:26 left here in this one, and no foul. And Tavares gets it. And now Adam Blake calls timeout. .322 left, 96-89. We're right back. You're watching a presentation of Matt's Wolves Basketball right here on YouTube. 3:22 left in this game, 96-89 your score. Wolves on top of the New Hampshire Kings. And a layup there by Law is blocked. Both teams still looking for that first win. Of course, the Kings playing their first game this season, a rebrand of the New Hampshire Rockets out of Manchester, New Hampshire. Wolves 0-3 in ABA play, 0-4 overall, but that loss against the Mass Wave 2 weeks ago does not count toward their standings. So they're still 0-3, despite losing 4 games. And now Law will get 2 free foul shots. He gets the first one, 97-89. And second shot, no good. Rebound. So 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Bang! And the foul! 5-point game with 3 1:04 left. Big three there for Donnell White. Excuse me, not Donnell White. That was number 3. Again, we got 2 bearded guys here for the Kings. That is Dimitri Flores. So now a chance to make it a 4-point play and a 4-point game with 3 minutes left. Could come down to the very end here. Might be surprised if we see a buzzer beater by one of these teams. Foul shot is no good, so it remains a 5-point game with 3 minutes left here. 97-92. Again, like I said, we're in for a very exciting finish here in Pembroke. Out to Tavares. Tavares out to Law. Law back inside to Houston. Save on Houston's shot. Good on a foul. Out cold on Nate Hale. So what they look like they said, they might have said, I don't know what they said. It looks like they said number 23, but he's not even on the floor, so I don't know what they're calling there. But Houston will get the foul shot, look and make a 3-point play, and he does. 100 points for the first time this year. The Wolves have scored 100 points in a game. They scored 99 twice, once against the Providence Pirates on November 5th, and then 2 weeks ago against the Massaway, they scored 99. They have 100 points for the first time this year. Flores inside, layup no good, no foul. They'll let it run. Inside to Parker. Parker layup. Gets it to go. 2:20 left. 102-92. 3 ball. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Tavares. And Houston at the basket gets it to go. And the Wolves, they're well on their way at this point. It looks like they're well on their way to victory. Let's not say anything yet. It's under 2 minutes. It is a 12-point game. Layup is good. By Wester, making it a 10-point game. 1:45 left. Here comes Bazemore. Alley-oop to Law. Gets it to go. Three ball. No good for Hale. And now, I think we can say the CC Tavares is smiling. Parker. Well, he's going to go for a 3. He's not Tavares. He's not going to go for a 3. They can run off this clock now. They're going to get this first win. Parker, 3. No good. Rebounded by Bazemore. Bazemore's going to take a 3. He can't get it to go either. And rebound. Here comes Wester out to Gauthier now has it inside, and the layup is good. 10-point game, 55 seconds left. So the Wolves, they're going to get that first victory here on the season. Adam Blake calling for a timeout. Rest did not see it. Bazemore almost lost it there. Gets it back out to Houston, and now the timeout is called. 40 seconds left. The Wolves lead by 10. We'll be right back to wrap this one up right here on YouTube. The Mass Wolves 35 seconds away. And a shot clock violation. Mass Wolves are 34 seconds away from their first victory in franchise history. The Kings had 2 13-point leads. Had a 3-ball here, no good. Rebounded by the Kings. Deep 3 here. That can't get that to go. I'm trying to slur my words here. Another 3, another one, no good. Finally rebounded by Houston. Out to the and the dagger for the Wolves, Dante Law. And the celebration can begin for the Mass Wolves. They're going to win their first game in franchise history. Final score, 108-96. The Wolves get their first win. Congratulations to the Wolves for their first victory. Congratulations for the Kings for a hell of an effort here tonight. For the Mass Wolves, for the ABA, and for the New Hampshire Kings, I'm Stephen Ersh saying good night from Pembroke, Massachusetts.